Hey y'all, so I just finished Sunburn, Fear Street Sunburn. So, the twist, I kind of expected that it was something similar to this. Either it was the twist, I was thinking it could have been that Allison was still alive, or that, um, Marla was just a crazy bitch and was trying to kill everyone because of her sister. So it was like a combination of the two. So it was really good. I really, really enjoyed this Fear Street. The ending was very different. So Daniel, the whole time you think Daniel might be a ghost. Obviously I didn't think he was a ghost. But he ended up being Alfred's son, which kind of makes sense why Alfred's like, there's no one inside of the house, the guest house. Like, trying to make Claudia think that she's going insane. Because he didn't want to lose his job and he didn't want his son to get caught. But the end, the couple of the, like, I'm going to read you a little bit of the end. It said, "Did you really believe I was a ghost?" he asked, pulling her nearer. "Maybe," she replied softly. He smiled. "How can I prove that I'm not a ghost?" he asked, his dark eyes lighting up. Claudia raised her face to his and kissed him. "You passed the test. You're not a ghost," she told him. Now let's go. Now let's get out of the rain." Walking side by side, they made their way to the house. Okay, this whole scene that unfolded, they were gonna go out to the gazebo and have lunch their last day with Marla before Claudia's mom came to come get them, because they started feeling, or they started their, they said, "Oh yeah, this is suspicious. All these are not accidents." So Claudia called her mom, and her mom said, "Well, I can't get there till the next day." So they're like, "Oh, we could survive a whole day." Um, and then Sophie almost drowned, and then Claudia said, "Well, the ski tie, because they were water skiing, the rope was cut." And then um the Carl and Dave came and saved them. And then so Marla's like, "Well, it's Alfred's day off, let's go do this lunch in the gazebo." And it's like a big ass storm came too. And then they were gonna go, and then they heard something in the shed, so they went, and then they opened the door and found Marla's body. She was dead for a week, and they didn't even know. Crazy things happen inside of this book, but it was really good. I really enjoyed it, and it's definitely a good summer read because they're on the beach, and it talks about summertime and everything. Um, so really good book. I really enjoyed this Fear Street. I'm probably going to be giving this a 4 stars. It was really good. I enjoyed it. I don't know what I may be picking up next. I might start the audio for Empire of the Damned, since that is such a big ass book, and we're about ready to be in the third week of April. I think it's the third week of April we're about ready to be in. Or we're in. Let me make sure. It's either the second week or the third week. Calendar. Oh, we're in the second week of April. Okay. Um, I've been busy today. I edited a video, posted it, edited my thumbnail, walked, had breakfast, had coffee, read, took my son to school. So I'm just gonna sit here and watch Katie's newest video, and then I'm gonna go take him his lunch, and then come home and probably start the audio for Empire of the Dam so I can start my cleaning. Okay, bye. Hey everyone. Last night I read some of The Inn at Mount Vengeance. I think I'm like almost 40% into the book now. It's getting really good. I put it down so I can do a readathon, and then I started buddy reading with Bonnie, and then it just fell to the back burner. But it is arc from NetGalley, and it's supposed to be coming out next month. So I want to finish it before it actually is released so I can get my review out for NetGalley and also make my NetGalley score go up. Not that my NetGalley score is bad right now, I just would like it to go up. I just got done picking up my living room, and I have a dentist appointment today, and then I have to run some errands. I have to go to Walmart really fast before my son before I have to pick up my son. So hopefully my dentist appointment doesn't take forever. She's just gonna, fill some cavities. Hopefully this time this is what she actually does. And then I'm gonna come home and read. I don't know if I'm gonna read the Mount Vengeance or if I'm gonna read Offside. I picked up Offside last night. It's interesting so far. It starts out with this girl on a date with her boyfriend. She basically ate PB&J or peanut butter sandwiches for like almost a whole month to buy this dress. And then she was gonna end up having sex with him, and then he broke up with her because he's going to the freaking NHL, and he doesn't think it's gonna work. And he's like, oh, we could still be friends, and she's like, why is this time any different? And so he basically just said he wants to be a free agent, and she's like, no, you want to be with Puck Bunnies instead of being with me and making it work. And then she told her roommate, who is also dating another person on the team, and then she goes, I'll see you at the game. And then her roommate's like, you're actually going to go to the game? She goes, well, I kind of have to, because her brother is also on the team. And then after that, we jump to a chapter of a hockey player and his roommates, who are also hockey players, from the opposite side of the team, that her brother and her ex-boyfriend are going to be going up against that night. So I think she's going to end up dating the rival team and dude. So it's interesting so far. It's different. But yeah, those are the two books I'm reading this week. I don't know when Bonnie wants to pick up True Evil. She did ask me about it yesterday, and I said whenever she's ready to read it, I'm ready to read it, because it's a reread for me, so I can pick it up whenever. I need to buy gloves to do dishes because my hands are peeling like crazy and it's really bothering me. But I did paint my nails, and they're kind of jacked. I need to redo it again. I painted them on Mother's Day, or the night before Mother's Day. So yeah, I also want to get some art going today. Now my daughter's making a mess after I've just picked up the dang living room. Yes, I do want to do some art today, so we'll see what happens. It's currently 9:01 on Tuesday. It's Tuesday, right? Yeah, Tuesday. And yeah, my son gets to play in the water tomorrow. Hopefully he does actually play, because I know he's kind of iffy about water touching his head and face, so hopefully they don't do that. I'll let his para know, though. And then Thursday is his last day of school. So Friday, when I do my shopping, I have to take both of the kids. So hopefully both my mom and sister can go with me, or just my sister. Someone could go with me to help me with these wild children. Typically, either both go or one goes with me. So I'm good on that front. But that's basically how my week's gonna go, breaking it down. I don't know if I'm gonna finish either book I am reading, and if I don't, it'll just roll over to next week. So, but those are the two books I am focusing so far on this week. Yeah, I'm gonna get off here and watch some YouTube videos and see if I have other stuff I need to do, like cleaning wise. Bye. Hey y'all. I've been reading on my Kindle. I've been reading The Inn at Foot The Inn at the Foot of Mount Vengeance by Chara Bullen. I think that's how you say her name. This is the cover. It's an arc. That's why it says uncorrected proof right here. I'm 40% into it. I just, not too long ago, got 40% into this. It's getting interesting. So Ainsworth, this is Ainsworth if you didn't know. He found out that Honey, she's a tiefling. He found out that she and her ancestors have been in this inn for hundreds of years, and she took him up to the mountain, and he found out that her family has been cursed by a dragon, and one of her great ancestors also wrote about it, and he found her great grandmother's journals up in the attic, because she said that he could look through the attic to search for whatever he needed for his research. And he found them, and then he brought it up to Honey, and she said, "Did you read them?" And he's like, "No, I didn't read them, but I would like your permission to read them." And she's like, "What is someone's journals from yada yada so many years ago? Is it actually very useful?" And he said, "Yes, it's very useful, and it is because of history." And then he wants a transportation circle for people that the town that he's from can be transported to closer to the inn, so Honey will get more business. She's stuck at the bottom of this mountain, and not many people know about her unless they go up to conquer Mount Vengeance. But it's really good so far. I'm really liking it. It's a nice, cozy fantasy, I will say. I think Honey and Ainsworth are getting really close to each other. I think, from what I've read from some reviews, that they do have a slight romance. But we'll see. I don't know. But it's really good. Oh, and Ainsworth is like, he's got those deer horns and everything. I think he's like part Banshee also. It's very good. I'll say it's like kind of like if you need a hit of D&D and a slight little romance and burning in your D&D, pick up this book. It's out next month, I believe. It's out June 20th or 21st. I'll put when it's out down here below. I don't know if they're going to be keeping this cover, or if they are going to be keeping this cover. I think it's really cute and nice, but we'll see. I haven't picked up any of Offside today. I would really like to, but we'll see what happens. I mostly wanted to read Mount Vengeance at night before I go to bed, but when I had a dentist appointment today. That's why I'm barely doing my update now, because my mouth is not numb anymore. But I had a dentist appointment today, and my bag is kind of small, the bag that I carry everywhere with me. And offside is huge. And I didn't want to pull that out, like, at school waiting for my son or at the dentist office. So that's why I just brought my Kindle. Easier to hold and carry. So, yeah. I'm currently watching Katie Coulson, one of her old videos, because I miss her content. But yeah, pretty chill evening so far. It's about 4:41. I'll be starting dinner soon. Um, I still need to draw. I want to draw something. I haven't done that today yet. Update my reading journal and get my son's things together for school tomorrow. He has 2 days left of school this year, and then he's out. On Thursday, he's his last day. He gets to get out early on Thursday. Tomorrow they're doing like a water park stuff at school, so that's pretty cool. I hope he has fun. So yeah, little girl is currently just making a mess in the living room, even though I cleaned it today. Just been sipping on my coffee. This time I got a German chocolate cake coffee. And she did put a lot of chocolate in here, which I really love. But this is my local coffee shop, and they have a bakery next to it too, which is good. I've only had a muffin and a sub in a tub from them. Both were excellent, and I would love to get more. I know she does bagels. I know she does cakes and cookies and stuff like that. But I would really love to try her cookies, her cake, obviously. The muffin I tried from her was a pumpkin chocolate chip muffin, and it was made with real pumpkin. So good, and there was cream cheese drizzle on top with crumble on top of it. Oh my god, it was so delicious, y'all. I've just been sitting here reading this and really enjoying it, and I know I needed to update my vlog, so I decided to update it now, because I don't know if I'm going to update you later on today. We'll see what happens. But I'm going to get off here and either read some more of my Kindle or pick up Offside. Like I said, I was enjoying it. I really want to know what happens between her and this rival team dude. We'll see what happens. And then, yeah. And then I got my audio for A Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. I think that's who it is. So I got that audio and need to do that. I also need to find this movie my son borrowed from the library. I can't find it, and I really don't want to owe the library money for a DVD, so I need to find it and turn it in, and also turn in Galactic Hot Dog, because I haven't turned in Galactic Hot Dog yet. I need to turn that in and get the second one, because I really want to read the second one, because the first one was really good too. Yeah, so got a lot going on, but I'm gonna get off here, and I will chat with you probably tomorrow. Bye. Good morning, everyone. So I have an update for Offside by Avery Kellen. I am currently on page 66. I read 66 pages yesterday. Super good. So we are following Chase Carter and Bailey James. Chase is for the opposite team rival for Boyd U is his team, and then she is her ex-boyfriend and her brother plays for her college, which is Collingwood. And so Bailey's ex-boyfriend Luke breaks up with her on her 21st birthday because he's about to get drafted into the NHL, and he says that he doesn't want any strings, which basically means he wants to fuck around and be with puck bunnies instead of being loyal to his girlfriend. So Bailey ends up going to this club called XS, and he's also at the club with his roommates and teammates, Tyler and Cole, I believe. Tyler, don't quote me, but I think it's Tyler and Cole. So, basically, they meet up. She knows that who he is, and she knows that she shouldn't talk to him. She knows that she shouldn't do anything with him because he's from the rival school team. And she gets this news clipping from a news article for the school called The Slapshot. And it talks about how Luke basically just moved on like that. And she's like, please don't let this be true, but he's the only one who's recently broke up with someone, so it has to be my Luke. She keeps calling him his Luke. She is so hung up on him, and I don't know why, because he made her feel like shit. But she is young. So she's like, fine, two could play at that game. So she gets belligerent drunk and starts hitting on Chase and decides, well, if Luke can do it, I can do it. So Chase, being a good guy that he is, even though he's got a reputation about being a womanizer, he antagonizes the other team. That's his job, basically, to throw them off their game so his team can win. But he does have a reputation of being a womanizer. So he, being an extremely good guy, he's like, I can't put her in a cab. I can't let her go by herself. I can't let her stay here because her friends are off with my friends. So my only option is either to take her to her dorm or to take her to my place. And he's like, right now, it wouldn't be a good idea to take her to her dorm because his team beat her school's team really badly in the game previous before her going out. So, no, I can't put it there, or you won't be able to see it. So one thing leads to another. She starts talking to him and basically cock blocks him from another girl. And on their way to her apartment, he's like, well, she's not going to make it. I can't put her in a rideshare or anything because that's just not me. I'm not going to do that. But I'm also not going to do anything with her because she is drunk and she can't give me the right consent if we do anything, which is good on his part. So he takes her to his place and he tells her, you're going to have to just wear one of my shirts because you got throw up all over you, throw up all over me. She goes, are you going to sleep in the bed with me? And he goes, yes, but we're just sleeping. She's like, oh, come on. Basically, forcing herself on him. And he stops her. He says, no, we're just going to sleep. She wakes up, unfamiliar place. She's like, oh my God, what did I do? And then he's talking to her and he's like, well, you got belligerent drunk. You threw up on me. You threw up on yourself. I washed my shoes, the majority of them. I washed your clothes for you so you can get dressed and here's some breakfast. And then he takes her home. She doesn't tell her roommates where she was or anything because she doesn't want no one to know that she was with him because rival colleges. And then Chase gets sent to. Chase is doing an intense workout with one of his teammates early in the morning because that's when their coach scheduled them to do it. He hates getting up that early just to be pushed, but you got to do what you got to do for your craft, right? So before his teammate left, said, hey, coach wants to see you in his office. He goes to his office and he's like, maybe it's something good, which obviously it's not. So Chase is falling behind on his grades and everything because he really doesn't care because he's like, this is my last year. I'm getting drafted to the NHL. Why should I care what happens in my last year of college? And his coach says, you're on probation. And he's like, why am I on probation? Last year you tried to put me on probation, and then I got my grades up before the paperwork even went through. And the coach is like, I'm not going to file the paperwork, but you're on probation with me because of previous parties that's happened, the way he's acting, and his grades. So it's game day, so they're playing, he's playing her sister's brother again in a game. And then her sister's brother teams obviously lose, and she didn't want to go because she didn't want to see Luke, she didn't want to see Chase. And her brother convinced her, saying, oh, you're the good luck charm for the team. And she's like, thinking to herself, so if I'm the good luck charm for the team, why have you lost your last 3 games? But she doesn't say it to her brother because she doesn't want to throw off his game and get inside his head. Because most athletes are notorious about, like, not restrictions, but, like, what do you call it? The word will come to me and I'll put it down here. My brain is farting right now because I got my brain. Anyways, so her brother's team loses, of course, and she's waiting in like the common area where everyone waits for the team to come out, and everyone's paired up with their boyfriends from the team. And then Luke comes out and he comes over and he talks to her. He goes, hey, I'm sorry, can we please be cordial? Or no, this time he comes out and he's holding hands with Sophie, this chick that he basically cheated on Bailey with, and moved on very fast with. And Bailey thinks it's because she isn't attractive looking, which has nothing to do with it, but girl mentality. Oh, she's prettier than me, she's skinnier than me, she dresses more girly than me, but she doesn't know anything about hockey. Why do you like her? Type of thing. Bailey grew up with 3 brothers and in a hockey family, so she knows a lot about hockey. She also played hockey herself. But her brother was the boy and the star, so they let her brother play and not her. So when Luke comes out with Sophie, her roommate Amelia's like, oh my god, I didn't know this was happening. And Luke's like, yeah, it sucks. Or her brother's like, yeah, it sucks. Her brother Derek also is a piece of shit because he doesn't stand up for her, and he's not going to say anything to his fucking teammate, which is disgusting, by the way. But that happens. Oh, also during the game, Chase was doing warm-ups and he skated by Bailey when she was with her friends, and he winked at her and like gave her the finger guns, and her teammates were like, why did he do that to you? And she's like, I don't know, maybe he was like looking at some puck bunnies behind us, but it was like an old couple behind them, so obviously it was her. But yeah. So she's like trying to fight the urge to punch Derek, her brother. Also fight the urge to go to Luke and be like, is this why you wanted to break up with me? Because you wanted to be with Sophie and yada, yada, yada. And before she could do that, in walks Chase, and he puts his arm around her, and he's like, what's up, cutie, basically, and like in front of all her brother's teammates and everything, the opposite team, and he goes, come on, let's go, and he takes her away from everyone, and everyone's shocked. They're like flabbergasted. They don't know what's going on. Why is she going with the rival team? I don't think he's a captain, but why is she going with the rival team? And they get outside and she stops and she's back to her hatred for Chase. When she was drunk, she couldn't help herself. She was falling all over him. And he goes, oh, I guess you're back to hating me. And she goes, where the hell are you taking me, basically? And he goes, in my truck. And she goes, where are we going? And he goes, anywhere you want to go. But I'm saving you from what's going on. She goes, I don't need saving. And he goes, it looks like you did, darling, basically. And he's like, they're going to go off and do stuff together. Like, I don't know if they're going to, like, do the humpity-bumpity, but they're going to go do stuff together. Probably hang out and learn more about each other. My cereal is getting soggy as I am talking to you, but it's all good. So, that's what's been happening so far. I will say this hockey book does have a lot of the game inside of it. And I don't know if Avery watches hockey or if she follows hockey or if she knows the rules of hockey or if she just looked up what goes on in a hockey game to write this book. But she does do the hockey terms right. She knows what she's talking about in this book. So I don't know if she had done extensive research for this book or what. We are currently in playoffs also. I didn't get to watch last night's game. So I'm hoping I get to at least be able to watch the Stanley Cup, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. I hope I can. But really good so far. So I'll say if you're a hockey person and you do follow hockey and you want to read a book that actually talks about the game and what's going on in the game, this is one of those books. Not a lot of hockey books do talk about the game, but there are a few that I have read that I know that do. Like, for instance, the Helena Hunting Puck series. She does talk about the game inside of that series. A lot of the time the game is when the guys are fighting the opposite team. And yes, they do fight a lot in hockey, which makes it even hotter because two freaking burly men duking it out on skates on ice. Hot. But that's besides the point. This is really good so far. I'm really enjoying it. And as for the inn at the foot of Mount of Vengeance, I think that's what it's called. It's a very long freaking title. I'm like 42% into that one now. It's really good so far. I did update you on it, but I put it down so I could read Offside because I'm only trying to read Mount Vengeance before I go to bed. Last night I did not read before I went to bed because I finished Heated Rivalry, and oh my god, Shane and Ilya, oh my god, so cute, so hot. Also, I love the fact that Hunter, he came out in front of the whole world on the ice after he won the cup. That was chef's kiss. And Ilya, when he was talking to Shane in Russian, and Shane couldn't understand what he was saying, and he was basically saying, I love her, she loves me, but I love you more, and I want to be with you, and I can't. Ilya could not come out as gay because in Russia, if he would lose his citizenship, basically, he couldn't go back to Russia. His father passed away in the episodes that I was watching too. His father had dementia. His mom passed away when he was 12. So it was him, his dad, and his brother. And his brother and his dad were police for Russia. And his brother was basically holding it over his head that I took care of dad, but Ilya's like, it was all my money. I wanted to be there for my dad, but I couldn't do it. But his brother basically forced him to give him a whole bunch of freaking money, irritation, and Ilya basically, he's like, you know what, I'm not going to do it anymore. I want to be a Hollander. So they end up being together, and then Shane tells his parents because his dad catches him and Ilya make it out. And then his parents accept him. It was really cute and adorable. I loved it. And I can't wait for the next season. Also can't wait for The Dill to start. I really want to watch that too. It's going to be awesome. You're okay, love. I'm almost done. I'm almost done, baby. I promise. But, alright, Offside, love it. And I'll probably be continuing reading more today. This is a thick-ass hockey book, and I messed up my thumb again holding it, so I'm going to have to be wearing my wrist brace today, which sucks, but it's all good. I got a couple of errands to run. I do need to pick up the house a bit. It's not too bad, but I'm going to get off here. I'm going to eat my cereal, and I will chat with you when I have an update on any type of reading. Alright, good morning. I'm about ready to make a caramel iced coffee. Hopefully I can do this without making a mess. I'm also going to go walk on my walking pad. And let me get a napkin. Hold on. I did do some reading yesterday, and offside, it's getting very interesting. So everyone wants her to basically break up, but she's just friends with Chase right now. Her brother's like, you can't do this to us, you can't do this to me, to the team, to Luke, and she goes, what does it care? She realized that her friends are not really her friends. They're fucking little bitches, basically. Like, I don't know how this girl is still in the same dorm with these fucking girls, because I would be like, you're gonna treat me like that and you're gonna do that to me because he broke up with me and her roommate was doing like a triple date and they brought Luke over with his new girlfriend. Like, really? And then she just found out that her brother is dating one of her roommates behind his best friend, his teammates' back. Like, what? This is like a messy-ass college hockey team romance book. Like, it's crazy. I don't even know what to say. It's wild. Jeez. But I'm gonna get off here, drink a little bit more of my coffee, walk on my walking pad. Today's my son's last day of school. Got him out. He's at school right now. And I don't think I have to go do anything today. Hopefully not. I don't know. I might just wait till tomorrow, because tomorrow's my shopping day. We'll see what happens. And yeah, just reading today. I started the off-campus series. I only got to watch episode 1. And then I had to stop halfway through because my son decided to wake up right when Graham and this... What was her name? Okay, so there was like a sexy scene and I had to stop it because it showed tatas, showed the boo-boobs, showed the honkers. I had to stop it because my son woke up and I'm like, oh my god, I really want to watch this show. I was trying to watch episode 2, but I was falling asleep because everyone else was asleep in my house and it was kind of making me sleepy. So I was like, okay, I'll turn it off. But I really want to watch it, and I can only watch it when I'm upstairs in my bedroom. Because that's where my prime's at, upstairs in my bedroom. Okay, I'm going to get off here, drink coffee on the walking pad. And read today. It's a cloudy, overcast day because we're supposed to get rain, so perfect reading weather. Sorry I had to be brave and kill a spider for my son. So, like I was saying, took her up to this mountain cafe thing. It was super cute. He got her hot chocolate, a salted caramel hot chocolate, which sounds freaking amazing. He's catching feelings. She likes him, but she knows that she shouldn't like him, and they're not talking. So if they would talk, they would know that they like each other. Common mistake in romances, but I'm this far into the book. As you can see, I have a lot more to go, but it's really good so far, and I can't wait to see what happens. And I really hope they just get together. She's also thinking honestly about switching schools because of how much everyone is such an asshole and little bitches to her inside of this damn school. Like, the dude that broke up with her on her birthday, no one is saying anything to him just because he's the fucking hockey captain. So irritating. But that's my update so far. We'll see what happens. This does have a 1 on it, so I'm wondering if this is a series. I'm gonna have to look that up. From Bramble? I'm gonna have to look it up to see if there's more inside of this, because it's really good so far, and I'm enjoying it. Alright, I'm gonna get off here. I shall chat with y'all when I have an update on something else. Okay, y'all. I'm reading Offside, and I just gotta read you a little bit of this. It says, What about you? Derek's expression turned harsh. Carter, I didn't know he had a girlfriend. I cocked my head. What's her name? That's not what I mean, and you know it. My skin prickled at his tone. Of course I knew. I just didn't care. He added, Carter is one of our worst enemies, B. Me and the whole team. Oh, grow up, I said. It's just hockey. Hockey is one of the most important things in my life. You don't even respect it anymore. You're literally screwing your best friend's girlfriend. Or you're literally screwing your friend's girlfriend, and you're giving me grief about a consensual relationship between two single people. Her brother is literally giving her shit about just being friends with Carter, and he's fucking his friend and teammate's girlfriend behind his back. And he's giving her shit about just being friends with this other dude just because he's on the rival team. Really?